Hello students, I hope all of you are doing well. My name is Amritesh and we'll continue our discussion in economics for class 10th. Before starting our session, I hope all of you have opened your NCRT economics book and please turn to page number 4. Okay, and when you see in our previous session, let me just recall or revise what we had done in our previous session. We discussed about what development is and how different people have different goals in their lives. Okay, and it is also we also learned that how different people who are from different categories, right? We saw how in table 1.1 there were different categories of people in the society and how different their goals are, right? I also hope that you all have filled or completed the task which I had asked from you. Okay, good. So now let us continue from there. We learned we understood the concept that how different people have different goals in their lives. Okay, so today we will understand that what may be development for one may not be development for the other. Okay, so we'll try to understand this concept, okay, from few examples. Let us try to take example of this present situation, this COVID-19. All of you, I'm sure everyone is irritated by this this pandemic which has caused all the schools to be shut, right? If the businesses have gone in losses, the economies have fell, right? So all different countries, I mean, in fact, all the countries throughout the world, they have been suffering because of this COVID-19 situation, right? So that is one thing. That is the base for our discussion. Now, during this lockdown, right, in our country itself, the government of India decided that let's go for lockdown. Now, what was the reason for that? So that the disease is not spread to different people, right? So that if people are at home, they can be safe. The disease, this infections will not be spread everywhere. Okay, but at the same time, if you see, this is a development or one way of kind of getting rid of this disease. Okay, so the government is thinking from getting rid of this disease. At the same time, if you think from business point of view or the company's point of view, their businesses are completely shut. The factories are closed, the labors are not working, right? So what is in one point of view, we saw that government is trying to close everything. Why? To gain or to gain power or kind of get rid of this disease, right? So that the disease is not spread everywhere. So on one side we see that it is a development for the country, so that people or the citizens of that country will not get affected from this disease, and there will be no more deaths, right? So that is one side is development for the government, but the other side for the companies, for the businesses, it is not a development, right? Let's take another example, a boy and a girl, or all the girl students who are there in in my class. Imagine that your brother is also studying in the same class and preparing for 10th board examination. Now generally the girls are very supportive at at homes. When it comes to household works, they kind of they have a tendency to support their mothers, right? But generally the boys, all of the boys who are listening to me, they kind of shy away from this household works, right? Because there is a notion in society that girls are kind of more inclined to do this household works compared to boys, because they can go outside and do the outside work, so girls can take the household works. All right, so now these two students, brother and sister, who are preparing for the board examination, now girl thinks that she should have more time for her preparation, right? So from her point of view, if she thinks that if I have to have more time for my studies, rather than spending my time in household work, okay, at the same time, if the boy thinks that no, let me try to devote my time, or if he is fond of, or if he is interested in playing sports, if he wastes his time in playing sports rather than utilizing his time in preparing for the board examination, so we try to understand that how both this girl and boy how they have to manage their time. So if one person has to sacrifice his or her interest right? If girl is interested in helping her mother in her household work, she has to compromise with her studies, right? If the boy who is interested in sports, if he tries to sacrifice for his time which he spends for his sports, he has to and if he tries to study, so both development and destruction is on the same pair. It's like a two side of a coin. Okay, it can be a development for one, at the same time it can be destruction for the other. Let's take another example of this, different dams, right? Have you all heard of dams? I'm sure you have, right? So dams are generally used to block water and then use it or utilize that for generating electricity. Now for the government, when they build these dams, from their point of view it is a development, because by building that dam or constructing that dam they can generate electricity, which can be a development for that entire area. But from the point of view of those people who are staying or residing in that valley, it will be destruction for them, right? Because their houses will be completely destroyed to construct that big dams, right? So what may be development for one person may not be the development for other. Okay, so that is what I try to tell you all. I hope it is clear. If you do not have, if you have any doubts, you can go in the comment section and post your question. Okay, thank you so much. We'll meet with the next topic, which is income and other goals. All right, so before I close my video today, I want all of you to pre-read. Okay, do you remember what I had told before starting the academic year last year, that my expectation from all of you is that not just come in the class or even in this online classes, just watch this video and then finish it off. No, you have to pre-read whatever subjects or whatever videos are being uploaded. Okay, so earlier when you used to come to school and attend the sessions from teachers, I'm sure at home some of the students, they used to pre-read whatever was being started in the next day. Okay, so in the same way here, before watching all these videos, you have to pre-read the next topic which is going to be discussed in the next video. Okay, so I want all of you to pre-read this income and other goals topic, and we will continue from there. Okay, thank you so much. We'll meet again.